Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. What we're going to focus on today is oil and the volatility and what is going on, which ultimate direction is oil heading in. Alright, so first and foremost, look at the volatility today. You're looking at the intraday USO chart, which again is the oil ETF. You can see oil gapped up today, collapsed, now is having a big surge back to the upside. And again, if you look at every day, look at the volatility you're seeing in the oil market right now. What's causing that? Well, it all started back with the shale boom in the U.S. And again, the U.S. is now creating so much more or producing so much more oil that you're now a major competitor and actually taking over production amounts compared to OPEC in the Middle East, Russia, etc. And again, that's destabilizing. Don't think that what's going on in Russia right now with Ukraine and the war of words between Putin and the West, that's not related to oil. It is, folks. It absolutely is, because ultimately the lower oil prices go, which, by the way, I think the administration wants, then obviously the more pressure is put on Putin because his economy can collapse. And if his economy collapses, very likely his kind of political party and he will collapse as ruler in Russia. So there's a lot going on here. But again, as we come into the Thanksgiving holiday, you have the OPEC meeting. And the OPEC meeting is on Thanksgiving Day, which again is Thursday. And they're going to decide whether or not they want to cut production or increase production. Obviously, they're not going to increase, but there's a good chance they're going to keep production the same or cut production, which would ultimately help stabilize prices. But again, every day we're seeing kind of a war of words, a comment coming out from this person, from that person, which is ultimately sending oil on this rickety up and down track and ultimately keeping it near the lows. Now again, if we look at the daily chart on the USO, you can very clearly, and let me flip over to that daily chart, you can very clearly see that oil is still holding the lows, but it's not having a significant bounce. Look at the drop in oil, but look at the inability for oil to really rebound higher. This 20 moving average is going to be the key level in the short term to watch. As long as we remain below this level, okay, you're going to be neutral on oil. So let me repeat, from this low over to this 20 moving average area right here, all right, between these two lines, you're neutral. That's your bias on oil, neutral. If you break below the low here, immediately you go to a bearish move as you expect further downside in the USO. If you can break above the 20 MA, which is this yellow line here and this kind of little trend line I put in, you're going to see upside very, very quickly and a short squeeze. A short squeeze will come in. The upside push will be into this level here around the 30.5 level. That would be your target, 30.5, which is about $2 higher than current levels right now on the USO. And again, it's all going to come down. I do think we're going to get a definitive move based on the OPEC meeting, and oil will either break lower or rebound higher based on what they do, and this is how you're going to tell how to play it. A break above the 20, it's going here, at least to this level, maybe even as high as the 50 MA, and if it breaks below, stay away from it, folks. This thing could go down to the point where spot crude would trade below $70 per barrel, and right now it's about $75 per barrel. But wild action in the oil front here, folks, absolutely wild. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. There are trades here that we're going to be taking on oil. Come join us again. Take the Research Center if you want swing trades on oil, like the USO. If you want options plays, join the options alerts. Take care. Join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com.